Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is our maiden voyage on our podcast, and it is called Two Broke Guys and a Stack of Comics. Me, myself, my name is Captain Cummings, or on Twitter known as Mystery Vlog, Instagram, Captain Cummings. And my co host is
Doomfly. And you can find me on Twitter at PanaRed1. I gotta spell that out, Cap, because it's weird. PanaRedone. And people, the reason why I spelled it out is because people think that it's Pana redone. And it's really Pana Red One, but it's all together.
Yeah,
on Twitter. That's it. I'm only on Twitter.
I'm not gonna lie, I never knew what it said.
I know. I gotta change that shit. All caps.
That tight shit. The East Coast monster.
Yes.
All right, so this is our maiden voyage. You know, our virgin podcast. We're gonna ease on into this stuff. We don't want to ram it away. You know that ain't right.
No.
But
nice and easy, Cat. Nice and easy.
Straight away easy. So what we thought about doing was we're gonna hit you up with some music. First off, album that you think is tight, you've been listening to, you think other people should take a look at yourself. You want to start us off?
Oh, what I've been listening to?
Yeah, what you listening to?
Right now I am feeling the Doppelgangers. I think I forgot their names. That's sad. I know one guy named LP, I think. And I forgot the other guy's name. That's sad. I forgot their name. It was two of them. I believe they're from upstate New York. Their newest single that I'm feeling is called "Live Rugged." It's dope. They shoot their own videos, make their own beats. They have an East Coast sound, a hip hop boom bap type sound.
Yeah, it's rugged.
Very lyrical. Yeah, Live Rugged. I mean, it's very lyrical. And Doppelgangers, man, check them out. Follow them on Twitter at Doppelgangers. You can see their videos on YouTube. And they're dope, man. I'm listening to them, though, right now. Sharks. That's what they call this stuff, Sharks.
I like it. I've honestly never listened to them, but I'm going to have to check them out now. My album...
Man, I've been promoting.
I just ain't been paying attention.
Bye.
All right, now the artist that I wanted to showcase this week is Dr. Octagon. He has one album out under this alias, which is Cool Keith. He's from the Ultramagnetics, this real old school funky stuff. They're like they're one of the true originators, of what they do. Maybe not the originators of rap, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, pioneers.
Yeah, real pioneers. So he's got this album called Dr. Octagonagus or something like that. Dr. Octagon, just look that up, you'll find it. Real experimental stuff. He's a space alien that's a gynecologist, and he's just he's looking at the world, from whatever. But if you like hip hop, you got to check this stuff out because it's good. All right, so I guess.
I like Cookie.
Yeah. He's not. Well, what makes me laugh is he's not as tight as like he proclaims to be, but he's a rapper. He's supposed to think he's the tightest.
Right. Definitely original. He's not lacking in originality.
No. All right, so we're gonna go over what we got this week at the comic book store.
Okay.
This week I got What If Age of Ultron #2. I got Deadpool #27. It's the most historic #27 in history of comics.
Nice.
Yeah. And night.
Collector's item, buddy.
Yep. It's gonna put my kid through college. And Nightcrawler #1 by Chris Claremont. He's
Mm.
a new up and coming writer. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No, what kind of work has he done? I'm not familiar with him.
Oh well, Dark Phoenix Saga
Okay.
started X Force. Some of the stuff he's done, real small stuff.
All right. Vaguely familiar, vaguely, but I'll roll with that. I'll roll with it.
All right. So, what would you get this week?
Okay, I've got all new X-Men issue 25,
Mm,
the monumental 25th issue, featuring the greatest artist roster ever assembled. I also picked up East of West.
that fire.
Yeah, that's like one of my top notch books right there. I love that book. Issue 11, I believe it is. If I'm wrong, sue me. Um, picked up Savage Dragon 194,
Uh,
another Image title, one of my childhood favorite books. And I also picked up the Ultimates #1.
which
And that is with the new Ultimates team, which is consisting of Miles Morales, Ultimate Spider-Man, Cloak and Dagger, Bombshell, and Spider-Woman. And they're the new Ultimates in the Ultimate Universe after the old Ultimates, not all of them, but I believe Captain America and Thor is dead. So
man,
after Catalysm and all those other things that happened.
man, that's just crazy though, because didn't Captain America just become president?
Yeah, Cap was the president. He was running things over there. And I guess that's what happened because Peter Parker saved his life,
Man,
and
can you?
it's time for him to go, and that's what happens in the Ultimate World universe.
Man, people blame everything on Obama. Just imagine if Cap was president.
Listen, and I was trying to figure. I didn't really keep up with the Catalysm, and I'm trying to figure out. I gotta find out. I gotta go back and look and figure out how Thor died because I mean, how do you kill Thor? He died before, but
Yeah, this is the Ultimate Universe, though.
Yeah, this is the Ultimate Universe. Anything goes, no holds barred. So the Ultimate Universe is rough, man. That's rough over there. It's not like the 616.
That shit's like that stuff's like the '80s, like living in
Chirac.
'80s New York or something.
Listen, it's like living in Chicago right now.
Oh,
Nah, for real though. The new Ultimate Team is dope, man. Got Spider Woman, Bombshell, Cloak and Dagger, and Miles Morales, Ultimate Spider-Man. And I think this, the Ultimates before this Ultimates was more cosmic. This is gonna be more ground, more street level, and I like street level, type of stories. So that's what I got this week, man. No goodies for me, man. That's it. I'm broke.
Those are good.
Title.
Yeah, mine were free though, so I was lucky. I wouldn't have got all those books.
I was complaining about that $5 X-Men, man. I was ranting up in the comic book store today.
Oh
like,
man.
Yeah. I'm gonna read it. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's worth it.
I mean, Bendis is like, the sledgehammer writer, he's a superstar. And he always has the best artists on his books though, so I mean it is what it is.
The cover looks good, the artwork inside looks good. It's Dave Marquez. Marquez is a beast, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, so I like Bendis writing. I just don't like the way the story is dragging,
Yeah.
I just feel like it should be more serious than the way they're carrying it. And we just went through the trial with Jean Grey, and the way it ended was like,
That's already over?
It's done.
It seemed like it started like last week.
That's done, baby. It crossed over with Guardians of the Galaxy. They wrapped it up real quick. But I like that. I like it was a self-contained little event. You know what I mean? It wasn't a big. They didn't make it seem like it was so serious. It was a nice self-contained little event. Couple of issues, bang, done. You know what I mean? Like it's not like changing the universe event. Like nah, it was, so, it was alright.
That's good.
Yeah, it was alright.
All right. Well, we'll talk about some books that we got last week. We're just going to do a couple of them to keep it short and sweet. Um, yeah. So I'll go over mine first, I guess.
We're just gonna go over like a highlight a book that we picked that we think we enjoyed the most.
Yeah. That's
All right.
which I got what 3 books last week, and like 2 of them were phenomenal. But I'll go over this one. Um, Age of Ultron, #1. What if?
Mm.
Now, if you look at this book, look at that cover right there. That shit look tight.
Yeah. Ultron looking like a beast right there.
Yeah, it's done in like that old school nostalgic style. And what happens? The synopsis of this book is what happens if Wasp died instead of Hank.
Mm.
So that's the story. Like, and you go through here, the artwork's phenomenal in it. Like,
So Hank died in Age of Ultron, right?
yeah, but in this
Okay.
story, what if Wasp died instead? And so, like, look at that
Right.
artwork right there. Like,
The art is nice. Who's the artist?
I don't know. The writer is Joe Keating, which he's pretty phenomenal, and then the artist is Raphael Inco.
Mm.
I mean I mean,
It's up and comer probably.
up and comer. I've never heard of him, but that doesn't mean.
Marvel gives up and comer shots a lot of times.
Well, especially it's a what if book, so it's a perfect place for that, and the artwork's phenomenal. Like,
Looks good.
This is like a apocalyptic tale, and it reminds it's Hank Pym just walking around fighting some Ultrons. The Ultrons kill everything. The Ultron wins. He kills everybody, and it's just Hank like just walking around and busting Ultrons up. But at the end of the story, Ultron gets a hold of him, and you get this he gets a hold of him, and he starts wiping his mind, and he's like, I'm just gonna keep effing with you. You can't stop me. I'm not gonna kill you because that would make it easy.
Make him suffer a little bit.
Yeah, and then you find out he rips open his stomach, and Hank's a robot.
Oh damn!
And that's how it ends. I was like the first time I read this, I thought it was a one shot. I was like, this is the best comic book I've ever read. And then like I found out there was going to be issue 2. I was like, man, this thing it's still phenomenal, but like I just hope that #2
you're wary now.
Yeah, I hope issue 2 is as phenomenal as this book is, because it was phenomenal.
That sounds dope.
Oh yeah.
Now, I mean, that's a nice ending. I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? Just him getting ripped up, and then Hank Pym's a robot, and just leave it like that. I'll come back for more off of that probably.
Yeah, I mean,
that sounds pretty good.
All right, so
so you're definitely sticking with What If Age of Ultron, right? You're gonna keep reading that?
Well, it's a weekly book until it's over, and so I got issue 2 right here. This one, I read the preview for it. They are looking for Iron Man, even though in the first one it looked like he died.
Mm.
But I got. I feel pretty confident that Mr. Joe can give me a solid issue, since the first one was really solid, and he's a pretty good writer. So I can't wait to check it out, and yeah, that's about it.
So the interior artist does the covers too, because the covers look crazy.
Who does the covers? Let's look. I love the covers. Like,
yeah,
it has the nostalgic feel to it, but it's not quite like that as well, though, because of the coloring. Cover artist is Christopher Stevens and Jean-Francis Bayou.
Okay. All right.
I don't
I
know
never
if
heard
that's
of
how
it.
you say his name, but that's how I said it.
Right.
I'm
Hopefully
I'm
we ain't messed that up too much.
I'm a white boy from Kansas. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that the Euro talk. I don't know. Oh man, that's dope. That's dope though.
Oh man, we forgot to mention Batman Eternal be hitting this week. Number one.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, let's backtrack a minute. You didn't pick that up?
No,
Oh man. Kind of Batman fan are you? No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna read it, but
I'm gonna read it too.
52 times 4.
Do the math. And remember the title of this podcast. Nah, I'm joking, man. Nah, it looked dope. It sounds dope, but it's too much, man. Like
Man,
I think DC is reaching with that one. I think they're really reaching. I think that they're feeling they're feeling the punches from Marvel right now, and I think they're reaching with that because it's not the only weekly title, right?
no, they got another weekly title coming out. I don't even remember what it is, but it would have to be something. I mean, a Batman weekly title is pretty tempting. Like I thought about it, like I've flip flopped on it like 3 or 4 times. But like you got to, I mean, it's got to be something that really piques my interest to want to, especially after like 52 and all those. You can find the whole series in the quarter bin. Get the whole series for like $10.
So like next week, Batman 30 comes out and Batman Eternal.
Yeah.
So that's that right there. So that's every week. So I mean, if I was a hardcore Batman fan, I would probably read it. You know what I mean? Because I read a lot of Batman, but I read too much other things to just dedicate myself to a weekly comic.
Mm-hmm. And what I like collections a lot of the times too. Like I got a lot of I wouldn't. Let me backtrack on that. I don't got a lot of them, but I got a few omnibuses. And they work out so well because they're thick. You don't got to go looking. Well, I want to read Alpha Flight number 16 now. I just finished 15. Let me go into the long box and pull it out.
Right.
Like if you just got the
if you have it.
Yeah.
You have to go look for it.
If you just got the Alpha Flight omnibus,
You're
good to go. You ain't playing. So that that would be the route that I go, or maybe trade paperbacks with the Batman Eternal. When they come out, bam! I'll hit them all up in like a week. I'll read all of them, and it's a wrap.
Yeah. In stock trades, they're gonna have it on there.
It'll be like $13.99, 25 issues.
Amazing Spider-Man Family Business just came out last week, right?
Yeah.
Original graphic novel,
$26 normal.
You can go on in stock trades right now and get it for like $12.99.
There you go. It's only like 120 pages?
Yep. It's thin. It's real thin.
Yeah, because I got the Avengers one. I paid like $26 for it, and like the story is all right, but I didn't, the value wise of the money. I paid $26 for it, so I felt like a little disappointed at the end.
So cheated. You're a little cheated, man. You wanted a DVD with that or something.
They should have gave me that Avengers Confidential DVD with it.
Yeah, for real, right? Just put that in there. I want to talk about the book that I want to talk about real quick from last week.
All right.
Which is The Punisher, issue 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm starting to believe that Punisher is a bi-weekly book, man.
Is it?
I'm starting to feel like that because this is coming out fast. This is issue 4.
It's already on issue 4?
Yeah, I'm on issue 4 right now. This is a bi-weekly book, I think. Man. It just came out.
I thought it just came out like a couple weeks ago.
We're on issue 4 because I know the first 2 issues came out. Issue 1 came out. The next week, issue 2 came out. and then I think they're starting to do bi-weekly after that. You
They
know what I
came
mean?
out with
Four
two
issues
issue. They came out with issue 1, and then they came out with issue 2 the next week.
the next week.
Man, they must have been planning this series for a long time or something, because that's
They probably had it made already.
it's
But
like
anyway, enough complaining. I complain a lot. Punisher issue 4 was written by Nathan Emerson, and it is drawn by Mitch Gerads. I hope I'm saying that right. It's either Gerads or Gerads. And we know that Frank Castle is now living in Los Angeles.
mm-hmm.
And there's a gang called the Dos Souls. And they join forces with Electro, and they're trying to traffic drugs. I'm assuming, you know what I mean? And anyway, in this issue right here, Punisher is captured by their gang, and he's tied up in a chair. Electro shocking him. Punisher, sorry, he's having flashbacks of when he was a kid. Then he has flashbacks of when he has his own kids, and the Howling Commandos are on the Punisher's heels.
What?
And whoever the Howling Commandos, dude. they're in this. It's the new Howling Commandos.
Oh, okay, okay.
Not the old ones. They're trying to get Punisher. You know what I mean? They're trying to capture him for somebody, and whoever it is saying, you're taking too long. You need to hurry up and get him, kill him, whatever. Frank Castle, he escapes Electro, and he starts going to town on the gang members. You know how Frank Castle does. He kills them all, and Electro and the leader of the gang are escaping, and I believe they do escape. Actually, they escape. So Punisher that's basically what this issue is about. Punisher getting out of being captured, and he has a military friend who helps him, get weapons and things like that. His name is Tubbs, and that's basically what. This issue ends. It's a little spoiler. I could give a little spoiler out. Should I get a spoiler out, Kat?
I spoiled the whole book on mine.
All right. I'm trying to go through this quick. So basically, the Punisher is captured in issue 4, and he escapes being captured in issue 4. That's basically what this issue is about. In the end, we see an AIM agent talking to, spoiler, Domino.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So we got 2 Marvel, characters already appear in the Punisher magazine. Electro, and now we got Domino in it. So I think that's gonna be cool. And I'm feeling the Punisher. I like the artwork. I like the feel of Punisher. A lot of people were complaining that Punisher was a little too happy in this comic. I like the Punisher like this. I like Punisher when he's angry, walking around, grilling everybody, but I like a different twist where he can also be a human and have a conversation with somebody and not just be an asshole mean all the time, where he can sit there and have coffee and be like a normal human being, but still be a badass at the same time.
Yeah.
But I think you know what I mean? Like this book though, Kat, it surprised me, man. I never read a lot of Punisher, and Nathan Emerson, man, he's writing Punisher and he's writing Black Widow. I read issue 1 of Black Widow and the Superior Spider-Man issue just came out recently. I didn't really care for it. The art was nice. But the Punisher, he's doing his thing on the Punisher. I like the artwork, the story. As soon as I seen Electro at the end of the issue 2, I was all over that. I was like, yes. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see Frank battle superheroes. And Electro mentioned something about that in this issue about how Frank, none of his superhero friends would come help him. he should stay in his own playing field and not try to fight supervillains and things like that. So I like the Punisher. I'm enjoying it. It's $3.99. I think it is bi-weekly, but I like it, man. It's good.
Well, I really like Electro too. He's like one of my favorite villains because he used to be an electrician that got electrocuted, and that's how he like got his
Yeah,
powers. Like most people die when they get electrocuted, he gets superpowers.
yeah, superpower.
But I mean, yeah, it's funny because I was talking about like Black Widow and Frank Castle. Like he doesn't have no superpowers, so it's like you don't see you don't think of him going up against like major villains, but he's got just as much training as like Black Widow, who don't have superpowers, Bucky, who don't got superpowers, like all these other people that don't got superpowers. He's just as talented and hardworking and all that sort of stuff as those guys.
Right.
So it's cool that they're bringing in these dudes to fight Frank.
Granted, Amazing Spider-Man 2 villain is Electro, so that's probably why they threw him in this book. You know what I mean? Like, because he's gonna be the Amazing Spider-Man main villain in issue 1. Electro is so.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, so they're using it. You know what I mean? Because he's coming in the movies.
I think Electro is the tightest thing about that Amazing Spider-Man movie so far that I've seen. I think Fox, he looks badass. That's just me.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Listen, if you see the way they draw Electro in the Punisher magazine, it looks good. It doesn't look like the Electro that we're used to seeing with the lightning bolt helmet on or whatever he's wearing, the green and yellow costume. He looks cool in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He looks like the Electro from the movie a little bit, kind of bluish and all that. So nice. I don't know how he's gonna look in Amazing Spider-Man, but I think he looks cool in here. He doesn't look like out of place. He doesn't look out of place. Like, you know what I mean? He looks like a guy with a black suit on, it's blue and shit. You know what I mean? He looks dope.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look like a cartoon character. He doesn't look like like whoa. Why are you dressed like that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even Punisher is dressed like a normal guy with like cargo pants on, boots. He doesn't have the big skull shirt on. He has like a vest. You know, he looks normal. You know what I mean? Like, I like that. I think they should try to do that with a lot of the heroes now and try to make them more, realistic. Have a little bit of the costume, but not the whole costume looking all crazy.
Like a Hawkeye or whatever.
Yeah.
I like the Hawkeye Purple H though, but that's all nostalgic reasons. Kind of like
right. That's nostalgic.
Yeah.
Nostalgic.
All right. So, do we want to go into what comes out next week and what we plan on buying? This ain't like set in stone and stuff. We can always delete or add to our list.
Yeah, well, go for it. You go first. If I'm getting something you're getting, I'll chime in if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Let's save a little time.
Well, Batman number 30.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Frankenstein Alive number 3.
I'm getting that.
And they also have a reprint which has 1 and 2.
Is that the one for $5.99 right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Harley Quinn number 5.
That's your boo.
Deadpool versus Carnage number 2.
That's your boo too.
And then What If Age of Ultron number 3.
Yeah, that's you.
This is like, I hate these. That's a stupid thing. That's a funny thing to say. I hate, but these 6-issue weeks are like hard hitting. You feel it because it's a lot of books, and I like to read old books a lot of the time. So like to get that many books, it's like, damn man, that's a lot. I like to hit it up with like 1 or 2, maybe get like a back issue or something. But it'll be good. Frankenstein Alive is going to be tight. Bernie Wrightson and Steve Niles be doing it. Mm-hmm. It's only taken them like a year and a half to get this issue out, but
that's good. It took their time with it, but it's here.
Yeah, that's why they got that reprint going on. I'm going to get that too.
You
are. Is there anything that I didn't mention that you're getting?
The only thing I'm getting that you're not getting is Superior Spider-Man 31.
And that's the final issue.
That's the final issue. And I don't know if it's safe to say if Doc Ock is gone already. I think he's not. I think he's around still. I think he's playing this shit. I got faith in Doc Ock that he's still here.
I hope he wins.
And it's crazy that everybody was so upset when Doc Ock took over the mantle, and now everybody's so upset that Doc Ock is gone.
Well, it's funny because you can't make a comic fan happy. You know, they want change, but they don't want change. You know, it's like they say in Hollywood. You know, the person watching doesn't know what they want. You just do. If they tell you they want something, don't do it because they don't know what the hell they want.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's all I'm getting though, Cat Man. And everything else that you're getting, I'm getting the same, except for Superior Spider-Man 31.
It's gonna be a good week in comics next week, though.
I mean, there's a lot of other stuff coming out. I mean, you got Uncanny X-Men coming out, Wolverine the X-Men,
Hulk #1.
Yeah, Hulk #1 is coming out. Ms. Marvel #3 is coming out.
Oh, that book's so good too. Ultimate FF. What's interesting about that is it's not the usual FF members. I believe that some of them are dead, and when in the Ultimate Universe, once somebody dies, they're dead.
This is your new Ultimate FF: Sue Storm, Tony Stark, Machine Man, and Sam Wilson. Is it Sam Wilson Falcon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your new FF for Ultimate Universe.
That is interesting, and I believe Iron Man is somebody else too, isn't he?
And that is very tempting to read.
It looks real interesting. Like I don't know about the cover. The cover ain't my favorite artwork. It looks good, but I mean, only one member is a regular FF member.
So, and I read Survive, which is like the after effects of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I mean, Reed Richards still around. I don't know.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he tried to talk to Sue, but didn't he help save the world, or was that Kitty Pryde? I don't know. I think Kitty Pryde did.
I don't know. I'm gonna hit all that up on Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah, I gotta get on that. I get that Marvel Unlimited. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I'm getting for next week. And this week, like I said, I'm looking forward to the Ultimates. That's my book that I'm hoping I really wanted to be good.
That's gonna be like that teen hit book that everybody likes. Like
Morning Glories.
Well, kind of like that, where Avengers Arena or Young Justice or all those teen books that people like. That's what that Marvel Unlimited or Ultimates is going to be like. I think, anyways, because you got, isn't it like Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Cloak and Dagger, Cloak and Dagger?
They're all teenagers. Yeah, they're all young.
It's gonna be good.
And, yeah, this is gonna be my team book. I have no team book. I dropped all my X-Men books, so this will be my new team book. I think this is it'll be more contained. You know what I'm saying? And more. What could Ultimates cross over with?
Spider-Man. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean Ultimate FF. I mean that's it. It's only 3 Ultimate titles, so what I mean. I'm good on that. I'll stick with that. And,
it's good though. I mean, because
looks good.
I mean, dropping all the X-Men titles. I mean, X-Men is good and all, but dropping all the titles is like getting rid of a car payment. I mean,
yeah, bro. That's serious, man. Like, come on. Yeah, X-Men, Adjective Women. They have Uncanny X-Men, All New X-Men, Amazing X-Men, Wolverine the X-Men.
And that's just the ones titled X-Men. Then you got like All New X Factor and
yeah, Magneto and Duke and Cyclops is coming out soon, and Nightcrawler has his own book.
There's probably like 172 X-Men books or something.
Yeah, I heard this is what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I heard that Amazing X-Men is going to cross over with Amazing Spider-Man. I'm like, what the? What's going on? Just because they got Amazing and they don't mean they got to touch each other. Like, what?
Isn't that like cousins kissing each other or
Yeah,
something?
I don't know. I know. Listen, I found a Spider-Ham story the other day.
Spider-Ham.
And Spider-Ham, dude, he was in there. Guess who was running around with Batmouse?
Batmouse.
It was dope, man. It was crazy. I'd never read a Spider-Ham story before, man. I was like, okay. It was in the back of a Marvel Tales or something.
I have a Spider-Ham. I got the first appearance of Spider-Ham, but I've never read that book.
Yeah, you got to check it out, man. He's funny, yo. His name's Peter Porker. It was hilarious, man. I'm like, oh.
That always makes me think about that Simpsons movie, you know, where Homer's like messing with that pig that's dressed up as Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying. Is he going to be in Spider-Verse? He has to be in there. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you got to put him in there. The fat Homer Simpson Spider-Man. He has to be in there. He has to be in there, yo. Except all Spider-Mans.
All Spider-Mans.
I'm mad that they won't let Dan Slott put the car Spider-Man in there.
They won't let him put what?
A car. He had the idea of having a car from a universe that all the cars are like characters, they like the movie Cars.
Yeah.
A Spider-Man car. And it's going to be named Peter Park's car. And they was like, nah, you can't use that.
It's like Transformers. I mean, why not?
I was like, you got to use that. That's dope. That's a good idea. Like, come on.
I mean, come on, man. It's the Spider-Verse is clearly a marketing gimmick. You got to go all out if you're going to do the marketing gimmick.
Yeah, it's definitely a marketing
gimmick. I mean, it might be tight. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. As dope as it sounds, it's something about it. I'm not feeling about it. I don't know what it is. It sounds good. I'm excited for it, but it's something that has me weary. Like, because how's he gonna follow up from such success from Superior Spider-Man? You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be hard to. It's like Nas coming out with Illmatic album, and then trying to do something better than that. It's impossible. He never did anything better than Illmatic.
No.
Superior Spider-Man was good. You know what I mean? I know it had its problems with the double shifting people didn't like, but all in all, the story was good. And yeah. I don't know how's he going to come back from that with Spider-Verse.
It's something to hold over till I guess you get going with the next one after that. I mean, because to me, you never know how a story's going to go until it happens. You know, you have a predetermination of what you think's going to happen, but you don't know until you read it.
Well, I feel if Dan Slott, success or not, after Spider-Verse, he needs to hop off. I think he should hop off of that title.
Yeah, I mean,
after Spider-Verse, he should hop off of that. He got to play with all the Spider-Men, and that's a good way to go out.
It is. I mean, it is. I mean,
yeah, you had to play. You love Spider-Man. You play with all the Spider-Men. Put them back in the toy box. Let somebody else play with them.
I would like to see somebody. I mean, like James Robinson or I don't know. He's already got a book, but somebody new would be interesting. You know, I mean, Dan Slott's been doing it for like what 10 years or something. I mean,
why don't they just put Bendis on there and stop playing?
Because he's already I don't think Bendis really cares. Like he's got his Spider-Man. Like his Spider-Man's tight. It's always tight.
Yeah. He's not gonna let that Spider-Man go out.
He will blow his Spider-Man up before he lets somebody else have it.
Yeah, I don't think he'll let nobody else get that guy. I mean, like everybody's saying Christos Gage will be the next best person to write Spider-Man because he already writes Spider-Man with Dan Slott a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So if he does a team up books or whatever, I'm on shit like that. So they say Christos Gage will be the next one, or Yost, I guess. He gets Scarlet Spider, right?
Yeah, he's good too.
I I mean, Rick Remender could do it too.
Oh, Rick Remender would put him into he would put him into like some sort of dimension where he's gone for like 2.5 years.
It'll get real sci-fi-ish.
That should be
Real
tight
quick.
though.
Yeah, it'd be dope though. It'd be quick. Seriously.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man would have like 6 legs and shit.
Yeah, I know. But he had arms before, didn't he? He had like 6, 8 arms.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man 2, I know I would like Michael Bendis to write the Amazing Spider-Man and Miles.
That would be interesting. He'd probably make him meet a lot.
Because he already did Spider-Man. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So like, you know, he could do a lot. I think he could do a lot of fun things with that, but he would have to give up that X-Men stuff.
Yeah,
that'd be too much on his plate.
I don't know, man. He writes a lot of books.
But I mean, Charles Soule writes 15 books, so I'm pretty sure Brian Bendis can definitely write two main titles easy. But Spider-Man could double ships.
Bendis has written like 8, 10 books before, like.
Because he was holding down Marvel for one time, writing almost everything.
Pretty much writing everything.
Right.
And like what was it? I was listening to an interview one time, and he was like talking about how he doesn't plan that far ahead, but he's got like ideas, written down and all that sort of stuff. But then he writes everything down more permanent when it gets to when the issue's going to, like, he does revisions over the story the closer it gets, and he might revise it a few times before it gets to the drawing point and all that.
Right.
Because of what might be going on in the universe or whatever. So, like, his stuff ain't planned out very far ahead because something might change or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
So it means he's always busting his ass to get stuff done. So, he's putting a lot of effort into it or whatever.
Listen, man. Dan Slott, I like Dan, man, but he's writing Silver Surfer and Amazing Spider-Man. And I really think that he should, after Spider-Verse, pass it off. And then jump on something else, man. Right? I think Dan Slott write Fantastic Four.
Oh, man. I bet you'd be real good at that, too, because, like...
Yeah, I think so. I can see him on Fantastic Four, man.
Because, I mean, this ain't no slam on him or anything. I mean, this can be a good trait, but, like, he's got, like, gimmicky and fun and stuff like that. And that's what Fantastic Four is, so...
He likes that. Yeah, he likes the,
And talk. He loves comic history or whatever. I mean,
exactly. And he likes to go back and get those little eggs and all that. You know what I mean? So you can play around with a lot of history with Fantastic Four. They got a lot of history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't see him writing nothing like X-Men or nothing like that.
All right. Well, we've been going for a little bit here. It's been about 40 minutes.
Yeah, you can break it down, though.
All right. So we see you guys next week. We hope you come back and enjoy the show again. I've had a blast talking. And
we're gonna brush it up. We're gonna brush it up too. This is just the first one. We just jumped on it and started doing it, so it's gonna be a little rough around the edges at first, but we're gonna brush this shit up and get it nice and tight for y'all. But just so we can get familiar.
I think it went real well too.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's just so we can get familiar, get our names out there, get y'all familiar with us. We take all feedback, negative or positive. Let us know we can do better or whatever.
Yeah.
Any idea, pointers you can help us out with, anybody out there. And, yeah, I had a good time. Man. We do this regularly. So we just think we might as well record it.
Yeah. So, we 2 broke guys, we trying to get our... Trying to get our game up and stuff.
Like our comic book stacks up.
All right. You got a signature or anything like that? I forgot that we should probably do that.
Nah, I'll work on something, man. But like I said, me, Doomfly, all caps.
When you say Twitter, the name, all caps.
Yeah, you already know. My name, all caps. Doomfly, @PandaRed1, Twitter. Follow me. I rant. I say stupid things out of nowhere. I post a lot of comic book pictures up.
Yeah. And I'm Captain Cummings. You know me. All day, every day. Bada bing, bada boom. See you next week, ladies and gents. Peace.